Howdy, folks. I know I said in my last video message that I wasn't going to be posting anymore. But after laying in bed for a couple of days of crying, I think I've been processing the reality of my current situation, and I think I cried myself out. And somehow yesterday I got up and the day before yesterday I got up and did a hike, a run up Tumamoc. And yesterday I did another hike. It was quite a few miles long, and today I got up and did a pull workout at the rec center. And my outlook has definitely improved. I still have stage 4 colon cancer, metastatic colon cancer. Still have a lung nodule that is malignant. But I honestly don't know where it's coming from. But I am simply unable to just lay down and give up. I don't like the idea of using the rhetoric of fighting the good fight, or battling cancer, because we all need to realize that cancer is a cell or a mutating, duplicating cell that is from our own bodies. And in that sense, I don't want to be at war with myself. I don't want to live in a state of fight. I need to be calm. I need to be resolute. I need to be confident. I don't need to feel like I'm always in a fight. So, that being said, I just left Dr. Scott's, my Tucson oncologist. It feels really good to have a plan. I believe in the next week I'm going to be in surgery to have a port placed so that they can do the chemotherapy infusions. And Dr. Scott wants to be aggressive. He wants to take the most aggressive approach that is possible, using the best data and the best drugs. And in his words, the idea is to not only get me into remission, but possibly, based upon the overall survival data of this drug combination that I'm going to be on. And I know they don't use this word, so I was surprised that he used it twice, but even possibly get me to some form of cure. He said that he has 10 patients in his portfolio that are experiencing long-term remission, and at a certain point we're just arguing over semantics, whether that's a long enough remission is a cure. So I just met with John Majek today, and he's 12 years out from his last chemotherapy treatment, and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this, but he had stage 4 colorectal cancer, and he's 12 years out from his last treatment. He's been no evidence of disease for 12 years. So not this week, but next week I will be starting 5-FU, which is a combination of FOLFIRI and FOLFIRINOX. And it is that is in and of itself a combination of 5 other drugs, each with their own nasty little side effects. I don't plan to work at first because I have no idea how this is going to affect me. But for the next 3 months, I'm going to be on this chemotherapy regime, and we will rescan in 3 months. My Signatera is 0. My Guardant 360 liquid biopsy came back as basically saying that they weren't able to detect any genetic markers, and that's primarily because my tumor burden, or the amount of cells or the amount of cancer in my body, is even at this moment very low. So I'm waiting for MD Anderson. They're performing next generation sequencing to also see if they can identify any biomarkers, but that depends upon how many cells they were able to capture from the biopsy, and according to the report, they weren't able to capture many, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. Depending upon that information, if it comes back with specific genetic mutations or biomarkers, then Dr. Scott will adjust my treatment accordingly. I know that this chemotherapy is going to make me very sick, but I also don't know how sick. It's one of those things I'm gonna have to do it to. I'm gonna have to just go. Take the infusions and then wait and see. I'm sure some people handle the side effects better than others. I have no idea what the case will be for me. So, with all that being said, I am feeling better about my stage 4 restaging. This current situation that I'm in, the idea that this drug can, in and of itself, this combination can in and of itself get me pretty far down the path towards no evidence of disease, and then that opens the door for local treatment and some sort of surgeries to remove whatever tumors may remain. Dr. Scott doesn't necessarily think that the spot on my liver is cancer, because it would be showing, or it should be showing, on my Signatera. So I'm actually in a better spot than I thought I was going to be. There's stage 4 is still stage 4, and there's still a good chance that I'll die from this disease. But I have a plan, and it's a good one, and it's based upon data, and I have a great doctor in my corner. I've got Dr. Morelli has my back if I need to go to MD Anderson. But right now, I am actually looking forward to getting this thing started. So, I leave you with With that, I'm optimistic. I am hopeful. I am not giving up. I apologize for causing some of you to worry about me because of my last message. I have never been so low in my whole life. I haven't cried like that since I was a young boy. And yet, I can still sit here today and tell you that this goddamn cancer diagnosis, going back to the very beginning, summer of 2024, has been the best thing that's ever happened to me other than my son, because it's put all of my priorities in line. It's helped me focus in ways that I've never been able to focus. It's helped me clear out some of the habits and negative behaviors and negative ways of thinking that were always holding me back. And even though it'd be nice to be completely healed, or for this to have never happened, I would not be as happy today as I am otherwise. So for that, I am grateful. I am grateful to God. I am grateful for all of the wonderful people that I have in my life, that God or the universe has blessed me with, as far as friends and family are concerned. I'm grateful for my doctors. I'm grateful for the University of Arizona Cancer Center. I'm grateful for all of the researchers who have spent the years and decades who had the vision to pursue these theories and hypotheses that leave me in a position today where I have options, and I don't think that I'm going to be checking out quite as early as I thought I was. The main thing is that I want to be there for my son, and with that, there's also the realization that he's ultimately not mine, and God has a plan for his life, regardless of whether or not I am present or not. So I'm feeling better about everything. I'm sad about work. I need to talk to my program at the University of Arizona to see if I can still make progress towards my master's. There are some questions still up in the air, but the most important thing is that I want you all to know that it doesn't get any more scary than a stage 4 cancer diagnosis with a solid tumor metastasizing to distant organs. I can't imagine a scarier scenario. And yet, life, God, love, light, breath, vision, hope, strength, fortitude, all of these things just they're inside of us, and we don't even know it sometimes until they rise up and and they bring you one step out of the darkness and into the light, and it's just right there. So again, I'm sorry that I caused some of you to worry, but whatever situation you're in, I know some of you are struggling. I have some dear friends who are going through divorce. I know other people who are sick. I just saw 100 people at the cancer center who were there for the similar reasons that I was there. Whatever it is in your life that you're going through that's causing you to suffer, just remember that is the nature of life, and we honor that, and we respect that, and yet we leave room for God's grace and mercy, because just as you decide that there is no hope, that there is no light, that there is no way forward, God can create a path and lift you up and hold you in His light, in her light. So don't give up. Don't ever give up. Remember that God loves you. I'm more of a Buddhist today than I've ever been. I'm looking to really delve into the practice of Buddhism, but I'm reminded of a passage that I always loved, where Jesus said that we should consider the animals and the birds in the air, and that are here today and gone tomorrow, and how much more does God love us? If He loves all of that, if He holds the lives of a sparrow as precious, all the other critters, how much more does He love us? He knows the number of hairs that are on our head. For me, there won't be hair on my head for much longer, so that's kind of one of those ego and vanity things, but just know that God loves you. Since I was 17 years old, that's been my greatest calling, and I've deviated and I've run from it at some point along the way, and I've felt it wax and wane. But my greatest calling in my life has been to tell people that God loves them. So I'm telling you that God loves you, no matter what you're going through. All right? I'll keep you guys posted. I'll definitely show you a video of the port. That'll be kind of an interesting thing to see if some of you haven't witnessed one of those before. It's placed in under my skin and into one of my main arteries, so that they can do the chemo infusions, and all of that's going to begin within, I believe, maybe not this week, but next week. So I'll keep you posted. keep you updated. I'll keep you a part of my life. I need you. I need you all. I'm sorry that I've pushed you away at times. I'm sorry that I've isolated myself. I'm an only child, and I've gone through a lot of trauma in my life, and it's something that I do without realizing. And if I'm going to get through this, and I'm going to get to a long-term NED situation or a long-term remission, I need my community. That's the magic. That's the magic that makes up the blue zones, the longevity hotspots, the places where people live the longest. It's not that those people have a special diet. It's not that those people exercise more than others. It's not that they eat some sort of special plant or drink some sort of magical water. It's that they found that the people in those blue zones, they live in very tight-knit communities where everyone sort of depends upon one another. And I need you guys. And I want to be a better friend and a better family member, and I want to be somebody that you can depend on as well. Again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for cancer. I just simply wouldn't be back on this path that I started so long ago. I don't know how many of you know that I was a Methodist ministerial candidate for quite a long time. I used to do a lot of preaching. When I was a senior in high school, I had a work study job, and I got to leave work early, or school early almost every day, and I went to the church, and I on Wednesdays I would preach at the boys juvenile detention facility. I preached at the New Mexico Boys Ranch. I've preached in many different places. I went to school to become a minister. One time I decided I wanted to be a theologian and be a professor, but I spent many years going down this path and was sidetracked by the illusions that often distract so many of us. Worrying about money, worrying about the practical aspects of life, and I really regret not spending those years or these years that have gone by doing the things that truly matter to me. But there's still time, and that's what I set my heart and my mind to today. God loves you. God loves me. May you find happiness in the root of happiness, and may you be free from suffering in the root of suffering. You are stronger than you know you are. And that's something to remember always. All right, until the next update, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.